Hi, I'm Mary Kupczynski, the CEO of Regalytics. Welcome to this week's Regulatory Roundup. It was a light week because of MLK Day. Go Equality. The regulator of the week is the Intercontinental Exchange, the big one that, for example, owns the New York Stock Exchange. Anyway, they announced that a record volume of environmental contracts traded in 2021. Get this, they estimate 1 trillion in notional value and equal to over half of the world's estimated total annual energy related emissions footprint. The topic of the week is gossip. First, Facebook's antitrust case for acquiring Instagram and WhatsApp was dismissed, and a bunch of states are appealing it. They think Facebook's acquisition of these companies was part of a broad buy or bury strategy that was designed to thwart competition at the expense of both users and advertisers. And I find it funny how many people still claim they quit Facebook because they don't like Zuckerberg, yet they're on Instagram, and he owns that too. Also, Dun and Bradstreet settled with the FTC for deceptive business practices. They took big bucks from small businesses with the promise to improve their credit reports, but the primary business that benefited was Dun and Bradstreet. Finanstilsynet, I hope I said that right, but it's the Norwegian financial regulator, is currently focused on finfluencers, which are often young people who've taken an interest in investing who don't realize that they're probably violating securities regulations in Norway, especially if they're on TikTok or whatever, talking about products they like investing in and then making money off the views. That is probably considered marketing, which is of course controlled by a major regulation that requires disclosure, etc. So watch out, kids. In other hot gossip, Indiana is the latest state to be proposing a rule defining virtual currency and clarifying rights around those assets. And this one I loved and kind of would almost move there. Missouri is proposing a bill that would provide a one-time grant to any employer that is planning to upgrade their cybersecurity systems. So that's the juicy gossip. In Compliance Corner, Washington State has a bill on the table for the Washington State Community Reinvestment Act to ensure equality in lending. This is trending, friends. Since the CRA at the federal level is still under construction, states are starting to jump into action. The FDIC and FinCEN announced this week a tech sprint to measure the effectiveness of digital identity proofing, which is the process used to collect, validate, and verify information about a person. Looking forward to seeing what comes out of that. The SEC posted 2 interesting petitions this week. One was from a guy named George Webster, and I Googled him, but I can't really figure out which one he is or what context he may have. So if any of you know, would you please tell me in the comments? But George petitioned the SEC to pass a rule where all publicly traded companies that terminated employees as a result of the president's vaccine mandate should make public the number of employees terminated and break it down between unskilled labor, skilled labor, professional, and management. He thinks this data is necessary so that stockholders can assess the impact of terminations at the company. The other petition was from the Healthy Markets Association, which is asking the SEC to rethink how they approve SRO fee filings. So that's it this week for Regalytics. We have the most comprehensive, coherent, and customizable regulatory alerts tool in the world. Come and see how company after company is transforming their compliance with this kind of transparency. See you next Wednesday.